Well, hello. I'm on location for another exciting episode, a 4th of July episode of Pens in Use. This is the show where I talk about the fountain pens and inks I've been using throughout the week. So let's dive into it. So here we're looking at the Mound Cemetery because I opened this video filming at the Mound Church, which that's not its official name, but it's in Mound Township, so that's why it goes by that name. And we're going to look inside briefly, and we're going to make a special trip that I hope you'll enjoy. So this will be a little bit different pens in use, but fasten your seatbelts, we're in for a ride. Hi, editing me here. So you're going to see the most god-awful writing sample I have filmed yet, and I apologize for that. I am looking at some other options. One of the options is laying over there. One of the options I'm looking at is I might just use my cell phone because I discovered by accident yesterday that my cell phone really does record 4K video. Like I said, just totally by accident I discovered that. So I might use that for the writing sample for now, because I don't have it in my budget to buy a different camera. I absolutely love this camera, though. It just doesn't do writing samples real well. So another option I might look at is switching the camera. Make this camera be the one on my face, and make my Leica be the one that looks at the writing sample. So I'll have to play with both options, and the cell phone option. But yeah, I'm sorry, this writing sample's going to suck. But stay tuned after the suckage because, first of all, you do get to see some nice looking pens, and we're going to go on a fun road trip. So yeah, stick around anyway. Alright, so these are the pens that I've been using this week. With one I just inked up right before the video, but because I found out I've been only using 7 pens all week. So, from left to right, we have my Nakaya Neo Standard, beautiful pen. My Aurora 88 with the Giove Jupiter finish. My Majohn V60. My Aurora 88. My Italix Parsons Essential, my Parker Sonnet, a Loft Winchester, and my Platinum 3776, which is the one I just inked up because I saw that I only had 7 pens inked up. As always, I'll be doing the writing sample in this Cognitive Surplus Theory notebook. So my first pen is this beautiful, beautiful Nakaya Neo Standard Writer. I now remember why the lights were up higher. Okay, I love this finish. It's plain and painted, dusty, but just beautiful. And it doesn't hurt when autofocus finds it finally. So as somebody pointed out, I've got 1 or 2 autofocus issues I'm still working on. One of them being it wants to hunt. But look at that. Soft fine nib, ground to be extra soft by nibs.com, which, by the way, no longer sells Nakaya, so I was very disappointed by that. I'm not sure why, so I won't go there. But this is a soft fine. It's been made extra flexible. And the ink in it is Sailor Jentle. Sky High. Drew a total blank there for a second. The swatch. I like this ink. I mean, I was thinking originally it was a turquoise, but it's really not. It's just a very nice blue. And since it's 4th of July, I wonder if I can draw some fireworks. Fireworks don't spiral, damn it. Okay, forget I did that. Ah, yes, fireworks don't spiral. Whoopsie! Okay, then we get to the Aurora 88. This one has a broad nib on it. Oh, come on. Not real thrilled with that close-up. Aurora 88. Aurora 88. Broad nib. The ink in it is Atramentis. Red roses. So I'm working on getting this ink down. Not there yet. It just takes a while to get through a bottle of ink. And I have my goals. And I am working toward them, even though sometimes the ink selection might be a little boring. But red roses is it's a nice red. What could I do that's creative with it? Let's draw a red fountain pen. We'll draw a red vintage Aurora 88. They didn't come in red, but because they were made out of ebonite, but there you go. Ebonite and celluloid, actually. And then they had a metal cap. And you'll see one here in a few minutes. This isn't it, though. So this is a Majohn V60. So this is set, this camera is set to hunt with the focus. And the reason it wants to be able to do that is so I can do a shot like this, where I zoom in on a nib, where I can give you a good close-up. So I haven't quite mastered that part. So for those of you who noticed that, yes, that is going on. It's called a V60 or A60? Now I'm questioning myself. V60, okay. So this has a fine nib in it. The ink in it is Atramentis. Violets. So I was thinking the other day, I haven't seen anybody really talking about Atramentis inks in a long time, or using them. I'm just curious if any of my viewers out there are Atramentis users. There's a couple brands of ink you just don't ever hear about or see. And it could be because they're less common, I don't know. But Califolio's another one. But I like violets. It's fun. This brand of ink can tend to spread more in paper than others, so maybe that's part of it. Okay, what could we do for a picture this week? I want to do... How about if we draw really simple since I was at a 4th of July parade. Let's draw a very simple car, a vintage car. And just imagine it's, you know, violet colored. Then we get to my Aurora 88 as promised. So, ebonite, celluloid. The ebonite has faded with age, the celluloid has not. Why? Don't know. This is one of my favorite pens in my whole collection. It sure doesn't look like much, but then you write with it. So this is an Aurora 88. This is the vintage. I don't know, do I write vintage? That's right, vintage. The ink in it is Rohrer and Klingner. Scabiosa. I was very surprised the other day. I was trying to make my rainbow, because I do a rainbow every June, you know, for Pride Month. Just like how I did 4th of July today. And I'd used up my Rohrer and Klingner Helianthus. I don't even remember using that up. So I'm kind of running low on yellow inks. Anyway, I kind of like Rohrer and Klingner. That's another one you don't hear often about, but I like it. So I don't know why people don't talk about it. So let's see, 4th of July. Let's do a grill. What's a grill look like? Probably has a top that's open. We gotta have a stand on it. And we're going to be responsible in this dry climate where I live, and we're going to do a propane grill. I actually bought a charcoal grill and then couldn't bring myself to use it, so I sold it, and it, mainly because where I live is just so dry. And I do know a town that's quite near here that caught fire. And fire spread through it and destroyed a bunch of houses. I don't want to be the one that does that. So this is an Italix Parsons Essential. You know, one thing I think with this hunting on the autofocus, it does better when things are further away. When they're close like this, I think it struggles more. It's just more obvious that it's hunting. So I got to figure out how to get around that. But this Italix Parsons Essential, they call this a broad nib. It's a stub. But I'm kind of curious. I haven't heard much about this brand either. Are they still around? I think they are. Nobody seems to talk about them. I remember hearing good things about them years ago, and then the interest kind of died. But, you know, I've got other pens here that I just haven't heard about. So maybe there's that. So the ink here is Ferris wheel press. Let's just go FWP. Buttered popcorn. I have tried some Ferris wheel press ink. They get a little more press in the fountain pen world. I have found the ones I've tried have been just too faint. So I have 2 bottles, and I've tried a few samples, and I'm just like, no. This isn't bad, but if I put it in a narrower pen, woo, that looks awful on the preview screen. So here's supposed to be a piece of popcorn. So, you know, I don't like a ink that's too light. I guess I can't adjust the exposure. Whoa, something happened there. All right. This, let's see here. Yeah, I can adjust the auto exposure, or the exposure. All right, so this is my Parker Sonnet, another pen that I haven't heard reviewers talk about in a long time. So I always like to have a pen inked up in black. Happens to be this one right now. And it's nice. It's a slip cap. I think I'd happily use it instead of the Lamy 2000. I like the Lamy 2000 better, but I think I could be happily a Parker Sonnet user. Because it's a good pen. The nib writes nicely. It looks good. Slip cap, which is really nice for school. Just a lot of good things about it. Doesn't dry up. Some people don't like that it's a little slimmer, but it doesn't bother me any. So Delta Black. Let's see. So a Delta. There's a Mississippi River Delta. There you go. Actually, there's a state park near here called Medicine Rock State Park that is the remains of an old river delta where the river exited to the ocean that used to be here a couple of years ago. So this is my Loft Winchester. I could probably skip trying to find enough pens to make a rainbow flag and just use this pen. So I had a couple comments on this pen and about how expensive it is, and I'm like, well, it's not cheap. And then I went and looked at the website or where I bought it from. I'm like, ooh, okay, yep, it is expensive now. So it wasn't when I bought it. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't that price. So my guess is they're selling them faster than they can make them. So they have to jack up the price to get the making them and selling them back in line. So this is Sailor Jentle Apricot. A very nice orange. Like I could make this be my orange ink. It's that nice. I've got others that are not as bright, but I like it. You know, I use autumn oak every fall. But anyway, so since they've raised their price, we'll draw a dollar sign. Boy, I hope this looks better on my preview, or in the real thing than the preview, because the orange and the yellow just are awful on this preview screen. The others are okay. My last pen I haven't used in a while. It is my Platinum 3776. It has the Yamanaka finish, which is supposed to look like ripply waves on the lakes around Mount Fuji. I'll just say, this is another one. I'm glad I bought it when I did. I liked the Platinum 3776. At the time, I used to recommend it as hey, this is a low-cost pen with a gold nib that you can actually afford, and you know, it was all good. And then they started raising their prices. They've had a few special editions since then that I thought, oh, that's actually very nice. I could almost be talked into, oh dear God, no, because they are so flippin' expensive. Now, is it inflation? Possibly. Another thing that's definitely part of it is the special edition designs have gotten fancier. You know, now they have special nuts in them, and you know, very faceted finishes, and so they have gotten more elaborate. But oh, let's do a mountain. I'm not 100% sure what Mount Fuji looks like. Let's I know part of it's forested. I don't know if the top is or not. I actually heard a horrible story about tourists just kind of wrecking the villages near Mount Fuji and taking pictures that this village has actually decided to hide the view of Mount Fuji from the village with a big wall. I hope that's not true. You know, I can't imagine what it's like to live in a heavily touristed area. Now that I've said that, I'm going to in this video, bump up the tourism for the city of Rhame, North Dakota, so I guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. But I have the feeling that's not going to get quite the crowds that Mount Fuji does. So let's go back to my face. So I'll film this part without the outhouses in the background. How about that? So where I'm at the Mound Church. This is the building where you saw some demolition happen. And a couple of years ago, I filmed a Pens in Use in this building. So this is part of what we're gonna do today. All right, so one of the things that's coming up here, 4th of July, and I just want to say, you know, it's an important holiday in the United States. I'm not a huge fan of fireworks anymore, but you know, that's how some people celebrate them. But I guess more importantly, I just wanted to mention that patriotism sometimes means expressing dissent. You know, it's not my country right or wrong, because sometimes your country is wrong. And it's very patriotic to express your dissent, disagreement, protest, and all of that. So, you know, as we celebrate our freedoms, part of that freedom is expressing that dissent. Okay, so this church, the original part, the front here, was built in 1914. The back there is an old homestead that was added on in 1926. We don't know when it was built. One of the things that's been done here is this building has metal siding and a metal roof now. Work isn't quite done, but you know. Got a new entryway because the old one was cracking and falling apart. Inside, this is very cluttered because we're storing stuff in here. And then further inside, are we hoarders? No, this isn't a hoarding thing. This is necessary. A temporary measure, and Memorial Day decorations got left up for 4th of July. But this is, you know, a nice old 1914 church. That no longer functions. We had to take out the chimney because it was ready to fall over. So we have that, and we have some baseboard in here also. I'm working on history, so you know, one of these days we'll have to share, you know, how old all this is, but anyway, there you go. Now we'll wander in here. Yeah. So this is the room where we've been working. I once filmed an episode of Pens in Use, sitting kind of right where that ladder's coming down. But we can see there's some stuff happening. You know, we got big plans, let's just say. Right now it doesn't look like much.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, that's my little tour of our construction. Hopefully I can show you more when we get the work done. My next plan, I'm going to take you into Rhame for Rhame Gala Days, and that's where we're going to finish up.
Probably Freiburg.
Yeah.
It'll miss Medora and it'll miss Belfield. When they sit around here. They're about 95% accurate that shit's gonna happen.
New rainbow. Got
Everybody wave at the Bowman Ambulance, thank them for being here and taking care of everything that was going on that we don't need to know about.
Why do we always get stuck at the end?
All right,
I know.
let's start out with two-step stop right away, two-step stop. That's to decide who's first place because I ain't getting involved in that.
I don't know what's what. I just got to use that sitting.
So she can
Have events. It's basically our community center for everything we do in Rhame, North Dakota. And a big thanks to the American Legion for being displayed in there. From Gary Van Dale. As soon as it gets done, yeah. So that'll be cool. Service. Thank you guys for showing up here for Bowman and Slope County. Oh, look at here.
But Warner, I hardly recognize you.
He likes to be known as
If
Big
he would have
Chief.
known you were here, he would have actually came.
Oh, is he at home?
Yeah, he's not quite the social type.
Oh, I saw his brothers.
Truck 94, 60.
They're in the parade.
You look at all of our rigs here, they're set up for prairie fires.
Yeah.
Oh, he's missing out.
Jess, how you doing? Good to see you. One of the longest workers at consumption. She had that look in her eye, I could see it. I could see it. Hey, the big rig's coming here. Running around to get around in the Badlands and you don't have it yet? Somebody get That's loud. How you doing this morning? Got the nice water tender truck here. Here we got the Bowman Fire Department coming in here. Hey, Terry, how you doing, sir? Let's hear your siren. We got it. There we go. Big thanks to Bowman Fire Department. Working in conjunction with everybody here, keeping everybody safe. Gary did brake checker. Oh, she heard it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's the old school siren. Yeah. Bowman County Sheriff Department showing up here. We already have a DUI in the background here. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Bowman County Sheriff, coming on over. More. This is the K9 unit. Is he in the back? There we go. K9 unit on force. I will give somebody $1 to try to outrun the dog. The Dakota Territory Car Club, ladies and gentlemen, they've been doing a lot of events around the area. And man, do they have some nice ones. Here's a nice Dodge Challenger. It's nice though. I like it. Oh, the Mustang. I can't even guess what year that is. Primer the last time I seen you. Holy moly, nice job on that. I'm not even gonna guess on this one here. 57 Mercury, beautiful. 57 Merc. All right, there's the Dakota Territory Car Club. Let's go to Bowman Sales and Service. Our parts man extraordinaire driving here. I think I was playing this song DJing when you guys were in high school. Holy moly. I bet you still know the words to it. Am I ready? All right, the Bowman Methodist Church, Pastor Corey Jenkins, thank you so much for being here, Pastor Corey. You bet. If you want a water, he's got water for you. We have Axis Energy Services coming out here. How you guys doing today, Mr. Smith? What year is your collector vehicle? It's a 17? That looks good. Thank you, Axis Energy Service. Twin Butte Motocross. Twin Butte race days, September 27 and 28. And that's in Bowman, south of Bowman.
Oh, heck yeah.
Southwest of Bowman, yep. All right, southwest of Bowman, Twin Butte Motocross race days. Thank you for coming over. Western Prairie Processing, Rhame, North Dakota. got barley. I have spurge. Is that help? All right, thank you guys for showing up here. Western Prairie Processing. Coming up next here in Dakota Western Bank. You've got a friend, Dwayne Bowman. Why are you making all the kids walk and you get the air conditioning, huh? Because you're the boss man, that's right. You bet. Thanks, Dakota Western Bank. Thanks for taking care of all my cattle loans too. Appreciate that. Oh, look at here. Look at what we got from West Plains Implement, Bowman, Beach, Dickinson. It's West
Hey,
Plains.
Mr. Watson.
Now there's the future senior citizens
Come over
Rhame.
to Rhame very often.
I don't.
Look at this.
This is the first
Ford
time I've been to
Galaxy.
Rhame all year.
Dude, basically,
Nice.
you should come to my house. We're like right next door.
Side pipes,
I'm scared of Kit Kat.
American Racing rims on it. 1959 Galaxy.
Maybe.
RMJ Towing
You're scared
and
of cats.
Garage.
Warner was there,
Coming
I
up here, Mr. Josh Buckman.
Oh, I like
Good to have
money.
you along here this morning. It is
Alright, I'm gonna do something
F650.
All right.
2000 what? 2006 classic vehicle.
He just wanted to get
Sean
filled.
Berquist, that's your call. They take me out. Seen that. Nobody got you one shot. I'm sorry, I tried. I could steal somebody's if you want to do that. Well, the Rhame Fire Department here, along with the Bowman and Marmot Fire Department, helping everybody out, keeping our country. Take the stickers off when you do it, please. Leave the dealer plates on there. Axis Energy, coming through. Uh-oh. They're out of candy, kids. Look at all these sad faces, you guys. Oh my. Twin Butte motocross race. Next time, bring a dirt bike. Want to see you do a wheelie all the way down Main Street. Probably. Does Bill still do that? Okay. Western Prairie Processing, thank you for swinging out here. Only a few months away for deer season opening up. Ooh. Here's our MJ, Josh Buckman. Sean Berquist, you want your car back yet? Okay. Oh, you didn't catch it? All you gotta do is put your finger in front of his mouth. Oh. Holy cow, this is the most turtles I think we've ever had on our 212th anniversary of Rhame Gala Days.
Back at lunchtime or something so they can see themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Probably none of them around here anymore.
Well, no, I don't think so.
Are we close? All right, listen up closely. If your name is called, it means you got to bring your turtle and set it in the box. We're going to start with the first heap of the small turtles. Jalen, Blakelyn, Sadie, Kenneth, Jaden, Josie, Elliot, Jamie, James, Landon, William, Olivia W, and Emma Welsh. Come here and set your turtles in the box, please. 4, louder, louder! And they're off. Holy cow. This one at hands. Oh, we got a race over here. Oh, we got a race. What number is it? 25 is the winner. 25 is the winner. turn. Come get your turtle. 2, 1, toss it. 2, 1, toss it. 2, 1, toss the egg. This time, 2 steps back. Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. 3 people left. 4, 5, way up there, okay? All right, toss that egg. Launch it. Nice catch. Very nice. All right, I see we got 1 here. Who's left up there? Come on down here. Come on.
If you got something you want to put it in, you're always welcome. This one's fine. Hopefully, I can't see
This one.
The water balloons.
And toss it.
We got this.
1 step back. Toss it. 1 step back. Toss it. One big step back. Toss it.
Yes, he's in the blue dress. He's always.
What? There's some behind me? Well, they should be on this side. I told everybody they need to be over here. Who's still left? Raise your hand over here. You got 1. Come on down if you're still in it. You got to be down here. Oh, you're going up against the big boys. Here.
But you're not riding.
They are ready.
I want to see you up on a bowl, and then I'll come.
Oh, get another one. Let's go.
Okay.
I know. We were up
Did Deanna show up yet?
Get up behind you.
Maybe she's not here.
I mean, these were the kids that were our age. Otherwise,
All the eggs should be on this side. Hey, look at your lines. If you're not lined up with the majority of the rest of the crew, you're cheating. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Toss the egg. Raise your hand if you're still in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay. Toss it.
we should be closer.
All right. Everybody take 1 step back and toss it. And toss it. That means everybody. There you go.
Yes!
And toss it. Oh, we still got a few in here. All right. 1 big step back. All right, clear out. Here we go. The longest water balloon toss catch in Rhame, North Dakota. From Consolidated to the old Super Value. Ready? Catch it. That was a long ways. You two come get your prize. Come get your prize. Two steps back. 2 steps. Toss it.